Okay, hello everyone. Um, I wanted to make a quick video, maybe 10 minutes here, quickly. Twofold. One, I actually got a new mic that I wanted to test. I've been getting few comments about the quality of the mic and the voice and the sound on my YouTube videos. I didn't really think much about it. Obviously, I'm not doing this professionally, so I'm learning as I go, trying to figure out how to get better at doing this. So I did get a new mic today, and I'm giving this a shot here to test it. So if you are able to provide your feedback in the comment section now about the sound quality with the clip, that would be great compared to the previous videos that I uploaded. So hopefully you guys like this a bit better and can understand it a little bit more clear. So that's the first reason why I'm making this, and then really the second reason is to just quickly talk about chart of the day, CrowdStrike. You guys follow me on Twitter today. I kind of took a very small position, 2% for people who are asking on Twitter and wondering. 2% size position, very small probe. I have been sitting on the sideline since 10:10, and today kind of was a day to take a little shot here. Obviously, I work full time, so it was a stop limit after I saw the stock, being able to recover on my phone. I put the stop limit, and I got filled on that size. I didn't really look, obviously. Like I said, I was working, so I didn't have time during the day to look. But later tonight, I flipped through some charts, and I'm having doubts. But the trade is in. I'll kind of explain what I saw to have those doubts. Obviously, we're still 52-week net lows. We haven't really seen a lot of improvement underneath the surface, but I'll go through a few things here and try to explain. So before we start, disclaimer: do your own due diligence, not an investment advice. So let's jump into MarketSmith. So you guys know I covered CrowdStrike over the weekend, among many other stocks that I'm watching that are holding. I'll go through this one quickly here because I really don't want this YouTube to drag. So it's really essentially a stock that is showing relative strength to the market. It broke out of this base, came back to test it, and broke out of this little consolidation, and now it's coming back to test that 50 for the first time. The 10-week MA, which is 50-day MA, is this is the first time being tested outside of the base. So you want to think about this is the flat base, and this is the first time that 50 is being tested outside the base. Normally on strong stocks, for pullback after the base breakout to the 50 is high probability of trade. Here's the daily. Let's go to TradingView here to take a look at the daily. But you see the outperformance here with the market and the stock itself. With the group, the green is the RS line for the group, and the blue is for the market. So it's been outperforming its group and the market. Strong 15 out of 195. Obviously, good fundamentals. So if this is not going to work, I'll be back on the sideline, and that's a feedback that I'm willing to take, because that just essentially tells me we're not ready yet, and this is really early, very early. That's why it's a really small position. What I really like about CrowdStrike, from all the ones that I have posted over the weekend, obviously the volume pattern is what's really grabbing my attention. Look at the unbalanced volume here, heading up, right? And then it's really holding highs showing buying interest. Up down volume is almost 1.7, and then making higher lows. Oops, let's do that. Higher lows while the market is making lower lows. Okay, so very strong. I like the pullback here, pulling back to this area, and then this area, and then the pullback is on very, very, very light volume, right? Well, there's a couple big high volumes here, but then it eases over here, right here, and then it's testing the 10-week MA. Reclaimed the 21 MA barely today, so very questionable here. But now we have a mini coil right here, and potentially we'll see what happens tomorrow, but this could be potentially, this is your mini coil, potentially have an add-on here. What I would like it to do tomorrow, we have FOMC, so most likely it's going to be potentially some volatility either to the downside or the upside after the FOMC minutes, and Fed Powell kind of start opening his mouth and saying stuff. So if that happens, we could run up, and if it's negative, we could be breaking here and losing the 50, and we'll get stopped out. What one thing that's really good about this setup is really your reward to risk. So if I've entered over this high here, so if you look at your reward back to the previous high, about 9%, and then if you put a stop below the day's low, is 2%, below the 3-day low is 2.8%, below the mini coil 3.4%. Any way you slice it and dice it, and it doesn't matter. A stop below this is valid. A stop below this candle is valid. Stop below this candle is valid. Stop below this candle is valid. It really depends on what do you want to do and how much you want to give it. But either choice you make, you have many multiple of your risk. You have 3 to 4 multiple of your risk, just back to the previous high, right? So worth a shot. Volume drying up here. I would have liked to see some volume coming back on the bounce here a little bit. So a little bit of red flag here, volume not coming back. So we'll see what happens. But the reason why when I finished my my stock work tonight, and why I felt don't look too good, maybe I should have not came back in. Like I said, it's very early. That's why the small position. But if you look at stuff like PDD, the stock sold off, found support on the 50 and came back up. But this was looking really, really, really good here. And it's now showing weakness while the market is bouncing. I was hoping we don't see that. I was hoping this will strengthen even more with the market. So a little bit kind of a red flag there. CELH is one that lost it today as well. This has been under distribution for some time now here, living under the 50. If you guys see one of my tweets over on Twitter, I said, you start living below the 50, you're guilty until proven innocent. I posted that a few days ago on a different stock. I can't remember what was that stock that gap down on earning. So this is alarming here. I was hoping that this will start going up, showing strength with the market, but it's going the other way. That means institutions are really selling. So you got PDD, you got CLH, you got ELF, right? This broke down today, right before earning. Huge volume. Again, this was your sell signal right here. And then you start living below the 50. You start having downtrending 50. There's a reason why I coded this simple indicator turns red when it's sloping down. So that's also another warning sign. Institutions still selling versus buying. ANET, on the other hand, did very well today on earning. So that's strong. Now it's really in focus for a pullback. So maybe the market continued to weaken and this pulls back a little bit here and then give us a pullback buy. So that's on a pullback buy setup right now. So it's, if it wasn't for ANAT, it would be looking pretty negative. It was really still very, very questionable, and we can go either way tomorrow. So if I get stepped out, I'll be stepping back. That means we're not done. We're taking another lick down. And we'll see how the market reacts to the Fed, and we'll go from there. So I think that's really all what I wanted you guys when I wanted to show you. AV from the weekend stock, it looks better. It's gonna hold in steady now, doing this cup with handle. So we'll see what it wants to do tomorrow with the FOMC. And Microsoft kind of held its earning gap after filling it and then testing the 50 and holding. So now this is setting up as well, doing okay. You got your contraction 1, potentially 2 here. So we'll see what happens. We're having unbalanced volume, new high before price. So there's a few things here and there, but really no need to get rushed here. My re-entry with 2% position size today might be premature. I don't have confidence, honestly, in what I've done today. So that's the honest truth. But we'll see what happens tomorrow. Like I said, small risk, not a big deal. I've been sitting on the sidelines. I'm not licking my wounds, but we'll see how this plays out tomorrow, and we'll go from there. Good feedback. We'll look to pick up more shares and add different setups. We got stepped out. We're back on the sidelines. It's easy, simple. Don't complicate it. That's how it should be. Just keep it simple. All right, guys. Again, let me know how the audio sounds today. And if this mic is go or bust, I really appreciate it. Appreciate all the feedback. And I'll talk to you guys soon.